Arabs have lived in this land continuously for thousands of years. When the first Jewish immigrants arrived from Europe, the Arabs received them well and even taught them the local agricultural methods. The Jewish immigrants perhaps did not arrive with bad intentions, yet they gradually pushed the Arab peasants, falahim, out of their places of residence. They called it redeeming the land, geulat karka. However, there were already local inhabitants living in every place where the Jews were redeeming the land. And who were these local inhabitants? Palestinian peasants living in the area, some for generations, who were now suddenly expelled from their land. This is what happened in Emek Hefer, once called Wadi Harareth, in Nahalal, once called Mahalul, and in Ein Harod, which was once called Kfar Nuris. The Palestinians realized that the Jewish settlers were not interested in coexistence, but rather in establishing a Jewish state in the entire land. And what happened? The local Palestinian society was destroyed step by step. The Palestinians were not willing to agree to this. No group of people would agree to their own destruction. Jews declared that they wanted to establish a Jewish state so that they would no longer have to live as a minority in other countries. But what did this mean for the Arabs of Palestine? It meant they would become a minority in their own land, the Jewish state. Do you know anyone that would agree to become a minority and live under foreign rule? In addition, the Jewish armed forces, Etzel and Lehi, harmed and injured many Arab citizens. In 1947, when the UN decided to partition Palestine into two, for Palestinians and Jews, the Palestinians realized that they would not get a fair partition, since most of the countries in the Western world supported the Jews. The Arabs, who constituted 67% of the population and were the clear majority, were offered 45% of the land, while the Jews, 33% of the population, were offered more than half of the land. Clearly, the Arabs could not accept this offer. And yet, the Jews were not satisfied with what they received. First, they drove Arabs out of mixed cities, such as Tiberias and Haifa, and after that, they expelled Arabs from places intended to be part of the Arab state, such as Lod, Ramleh, and Jaffa, and they destroyed hundreds of Palestinian villages. This is how more than 700,000 Palestinians became refugees. Until this day, Israel has not allowed a single one of them to return to their homes.